Hello, and welcome to the Camdenton Area Chamber Chat, a podcast about all things related to the Camdenton Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm your host, Jeff Carr, founder of the Veteran Discount Guide and Chamber Board member. With us today, our fearless leader, Executive Director of the Camdenton Area Chamber, Casey Cloak. And today we're going to talk about strategic planning, chamber events. We're going to talk a little bit about Lake Expo 2025, networking, and membership too. Want to say hello to Casey. Congratulations on your nomination for the 2024 Lake of the Ozarks Regional Impact Awards. Snuck that one in on you, but we're really proud of this accomplishment for you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jeff. Workforce, it's kind of a natural in the role that I am here representing the business sector of our community that any effort to assist with the workforce challenges locally certainly falls right into my field of experience. So I appreciate the recognition, though. Thanks, Jeff.
Well, my pleasure. Let's kick things off with talk about strategic planning. I know this is something you're super excited about. There's a lot of aspects to this. Let's get right into it. This is something new for the Camdenton Area Chamber, and I know you're excited about it.
Yes. So, being a membership-driven organization, we want to ensure that our efforts and everything we get involved with actually directly relate and support our members. And so last fall, we did a membership survey. We, included questions to find out, validate whether they're getting their value in their investment with the chamber. Are they getting the resources and the support that they need to continue to operate their business successfully, as well as trying to get a current pulse on local stats or maybe specific industry stats, where some challenges are falling or even opportunities and strengths and all of that. So we had a great membership survey response. And then with that, we got our board of directors together and we brought in a facilitator from the Missouri Chamber of Commerce who came down, and we spent half a day diving into the survey response and doing our own SWOT analysis of the chamber and our community, and then really focused on some key tasks or priorities and we developed our strategic plan that we're going to work through in the next year here to better support our members and our community.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the ambassador program. I know that that is super exciting for the next year. This is a way for folks on the chamber to interact with other chamber members, find out their needs, their wants, their desires for the next year. This is going to kick off sometime soon, and I'm really excited about this.
Yeah. So the ambassadors program, like I said, we've developed some key priorities this year, and the ambassador program was one we easily identified as something we really want to focus in on. And the reason, there's a lot of ambassador programs out there. Many chambers around the nation have ambassador programs. They all look a little differently depending on the demographics and what their current initiatives are. What we recognize from our membership survey is, we're a team of two here at the chamber. It's myself and Dorothy. And although we have a board of 15 incredible volunteers, staff time is limited. We don't get to visit with each of our 360 member businesses. And so we wanted to build an ambassador program that can allow us to really connect more with our members or existing membership, but also as new businesses. Camdenton is thriving, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later, but we're seeing a lot of new businesses come in the door. If we had ambassadors out there that could highlight what the chamber is to do, to support those businesses and, welcome them to the community. A lot of our ambassadors, the ambassadors can be open to any of our chamber members. We not only have our incredible board of directors that are there supporting the chamber and doing everything they can, volunteering and getting really heavily involved. There's other members of our organization that want to be able to get involved as well. And so this ambassador program not only is going to help us from a chamber, be able to get in touch with those members, that particular ambassador can also show up wearing their logoed apparel, for their primary employer. And so it's getting their foot in the door to meet and greet and get that current pulse of that business on behalf of the chamber, but as well as another fellow local business that cares. So.
Well, I'm really excited about being an ambassador. That means I could park wherever I want to, right? Is that how that works? No? Oh,
okay. I couldn't make a special car tag. I do for my other events. Why not?
Got to be some bird involved with that, right?
Right.
Well, what else are you excited about with the strategic planning and new events that are coming for this year?
Yeah. So some other goals that we identified aside from the ambassadors program, we want to enhance our communication to our members. That was another thing we garnered from that membership survey is not everyone gets the weekly email or reads it. Not some only go on Facebook every now and then, so they don't see the latest updates that we share on that. So aside from our website and our social media and our weekly email communications, we're going to develop some other opportunities, such as this podcast. We want to be able to keep our members engaged on what's happening, how they can get more involved, and what other opportunities are available to support them in their business as well as our community. So, enhancing communications, we want to expand our networking and professional development opportunities. What you're going to see from that, our goal this year is to roll out at least one lunch and learn, and also focusing on some other professional development, bringing in experts from certain related fields to provide maybe a workshop style setting of a meeting to learn more, to understand. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and, the bean counters aren't so great at marketing. So let's develop some marketing workshops and vice versa. If you're like me, you like marketing, but not so much on the bean counting side. So definitely the education, but then supporting businesses and entrepreneurs through continued professional development opportunities. So that looks a lot similar to the workshops, but there's also networking and getting them connected with like-minded or like industry local peers. And so we don't really know exactly what all that looks like just yet. We have an incredible committee. Our strategic communications committee was developed from this planning session. We've got a new committee with a lot of new members that are going to get involved and help us develop what exactly those tasks are going to look like and what new programs we're going to be rolling out. But we've got a few that'll be trickling out in this first quarter and in the coming months, but definitely stay tuned. I'm really excited to see what comes to fruition.
All right. Exciting 2025 ahead, and that's a big part of it. All right, let's talk about some upcoming events that we've got going on. I know that the Camdenton Quarterly Business Meeting is coming up soon. This is a chance for you to shine. Let's talk a little bit about that and keep people up to date with all the events that are coming around to the Camdenton Area Chamber of Commerce.
Yes. So the Coming to Camdenton Quarterly Business Meeting, it was something we developed brand new last year. I, along with our board of directors, have the luxury of being able to hear from certain local elected officials, hearing updates of what's coming down the pipeline, whether it's legislation or just new business, new progress, new whatever. But our members don't necessarily get that same opportunity. And so our Economic Development Committee built this or designed this Coming to Camdenton quarterly meeting where we invite standing presenters of all the different industries. So like our state representative, our superintendent of the local school district, our city representative, mayor or city administrator, our county commissioner. So we've had all these local leaders. They all show up and present at this hour and a half meeting, just sharing minimal highlights. And we do try to find a specific topic, and we'll bring in an expert from that topic as well to highlight, what the business sector needs to know, what could impact their business. This one coming up this quarter on February 6th, we're actually really excited because we've got a lot of new leaders in various roles. And so we're really excited to be welcoming our new state representative. Our second district county commissioner, Steve Dugan's going to join us. And we've got, just recently the school district, our superintendent, Dr. Kirksey, who has participated in all of our Coming to Camden events last year. He is going to be retiring, and they just recently announced the incoming superintendent for the next school term. So we're excited. We've invited both of them to come so we can have Dr. Kirksey highlight, his attributes or his accomplishments over his tenure in that role. And then Dr. Thompson can really highlight on why he chose to, he's been our high school principal for over 16 years, I believe. And he can touch on why he decided to take the next step, why he wanted to be in this more administrative role for the district. So lots of, and I can't forget, we've got a new sheriff. That's been a while since we've been able to say that. So Chris Edgar, he's super excited to come and join us at the February 6th Coming to Camdenton meeting. So he can kind of touch on his experience in law enforcement and why he was so passionate about running for sheriff. So it's free to attend. You don't have to be a chamber member to attend this meeting either. You just show up. There's no reservations needed. Just join us February 6th from 3 o'clock until 4:30 at the Laclede Electric Camdenton branch.
Well, if you're not a member, what a perfect opportunity to find out more about the Camdenton Area Chamber. Communication is key. And I think once you come to some of these events, you're going to see the benefits of joining the chamber.
For sure.
Speaking of big events, we've got Lake Expo 2025 coming up. We're super excited about that. Let's run through a tradition at the Lake of the Ozarks that's it's been going on for years. I've been a part of it for many, many years. And it's just a super exciting event. A lot of business transacted and a lot of people catching up with each other, haven't seen each other for a while.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of great networking that happens so naturally among the exhibitors, and then of course the attendees that come through. It's like seeing old friends and old family. So the Home Business Lake Living Expo is going to be taking place February 21st and 22nd at the Regalia Hotel and Conference Center. We feature over 100 businesses showcasing their products or services. We've got various size booths, and then as far as the attendees, it's free to attend. So come on out. And I know some of our busier hours, you may have to park kind of further out in the parking lot at the Regalia Hotel and Conference Center, but just know that we have free shuttle service too. So I'll have a shuttle that'll be driving. And so even if it's a cold day like today, you won't have to walk through it. They'll gladly pick you up and drive you right to the front door at the hotel. But we also, for our exhibitors, they ask who's coming to the show, what type of attendees are we looking at? We do track zip codes and we talk to them, identifying whether they're a primary resident or a secondary homeowner. We have over 1,200 primary and secondary homeowners from the Lake region that come to this event, not including even outside of the area, in our neighboring counties. And they're all here. A lot of them have cabin fever. They just want to get out of the house. It's something to do. Others maybe have some plans for some home renovations this spring, and they want to meet those companies. The great thing I love about this show is a lot of times when you are coordinating a service or a product, you're working with a salesperson or you're working with whoever answers the phone and whatnot. At these expos, a lot of times you actually get to meet the owners face to face or their upper management. And so it's just kind of neat to see where that business climate comes from, like how they are, who they are, and just, I don't know, it's great. It is. So lots of great networking. And like I mentioned before, the exhibitors, a lot of them like to request being next to each other because they always have been, or, their businesses complement each other. So I encourage you to, if you do come, make sure you make your way all the way through the show. There's lots of booths. And if you're a business still kind of on the fence about showcasing your product or service, I will say I've got just a few limited booth spaces available. So if you visit our website, camdenchamber.com, you can download the exhibitor application and floor plan. I will share I have no end aisles and no bulk spaces remaining, but we can still get you in a standard 8x10.
Don't forget my favorite part. That's all the good stuff you can win. They give away all kinds of great stuff, discounts and products, and the Camdenton Chamber gives away something nice, as I can attest to, as last year, big winner.
That's
But
right.
it's an exciting part of the event for sure.
There's lots of great door prizes. I'm on the announcements, the PA system, probably every 10 minutes because different booths are bringing prizes and name drawings and all of that. But the chamber also, you're right, Jeff. I'm glad you brought that up. We give away a $200, a $300, and a $500 gift certificate to all the attendees. You don't have to be present to win. So just make sure you drop your name at the chamber booth at sometime during the show, and then we'll draw the winner afterwards and we'll call them, and you can use those certificates with any of the participating exhibitors of this year's expo.
All right. Shall we move on to another tradition here at the Lake of the Ozarks, the Dogwood Festival? Very exciting event coming up, 74th year. We're going to get into this more next month, but let's get folks excited about spring and the Dogwood Festival coming up soon.
Yeah, I know it's like 0 degrees out there, so it's hard to really picture dogwoods in bloom, but by golly, it is just around the corner, and we are super glad it is. I thought today really just focusing on the save the date. Make sure you already have this year's Dogwood Festival on your calendar. It's going to be taking place April 24th through the 26th. We'll still have the carnival taking place that Thursday and Friday evening, and then all day on Saturday. The parade itself is going to happen on the 26th. And then we do, if you've got a child or a younger, maybe they want to participate in the Littles contest or the Miss Dogwood, those will be happening a few weeks prior to that. And we do have information on our website that you can download the pageant application, and there'll be a dinner theater. There's a lot more to be rolling out. And if you'll give me till early February, our Dogwood Festival webpage at CamdentonChamber.com will be fully updated with all the details and all the registrations. So if you want to get in the parade, if you want to get in the pageant, all of that good stuff, we'll have it all there accessible on one page for you.
I'm really looking forward to those funnel cakes, my first one of the year for sure.
Deep fried Oreos.
Yeah, there you go. All right, speaking of food, let's talk eggs and issues. Breakfast, it's coming up. This is one of those stalwarts of the Camdenton Area Chamber. And again, it's all about communication, information.
Yeah.
Give us the who, what, where, when of the eggs and issues coming up.
Yeah. So the eggs and issues, we're very pleased. We know that there's multiple chambers here at the lake, and we know that we have a lot of members that are servicing more than one region of the lake, and that's why we collaborate a lot. So the Eggs and Issue breakfast meetings are actually a joint chamber effort that we collaborate with the Lake Area and the Lake West Chamber to host, and it's bi-monthly. So every other month, one of us is hosting an event. We each host 2 a year, and we try to find a topic that's relevant and current for businesses. And I know our next one is going to be scheduled for March 7th. The Lake Area Chamber will be hosting that. And I know Morgan mentioned that she will be getting us information to share with our members here shortly. So I will say just stay tuned at our February podcast. We'll have more details on that. And we'll hopefully be able to get that information out before reservations, the deadline for reservations. So we'll want to watch that. But yeah, we're really pleased that those particular breakfast meetings allow not only continued education, but a lot of great networking too. Folks will show up before the breakfast or linger afterwards, connecting with their other fellow chamber peers.
All right, then let's move on to what has turned out to be my favorite program of the Camdenton Area Chamber of Commerce, the Leads Group. So successful that we're expanding it. I can give you a quick summarization of how it's worked for the Veteran Discount Guide. I walked in first and foremost, I was welcome into a group of people that have already been together, but they were just happy to see new faces. They all became either friends or advertisers in the Veteran Discount Guide. It's just a great networking situation. And I just couldn't be more happy to be a part of it. You've got some options for when you do it, and we're actually expanding it. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we currently have 2 different leads groups. One meets once a month on the 3rd Tuesday of each month. And then group 2 meets twice a month because they felt once a month just wasn't enough. And they meet on the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of each month. These are a more intimate approach to networking. Not everyone likes to go to the networking socials or likes to go to those big events. This is, again, it's about 20 or so businesses that are connected around the room. We do allow them to lock out their competition. So you're not sitting in a room, if you're a banker, you're not sitting in a room full of bankers. That's one person per industry in each of these groups. And so, yeah, it's based on, it's a peer-led program. And so there's an advisor in each group that kind of makes sure that the meeting stays structured and stays on time, because that can be very important. And so it runs from 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. here at the chamber office. And a lot of great networking, referrals that are coming out of that, relationships that are being built. Yeah, it's just an incredible program. And, we have had such a desire from our members to participate in Leads that I've had a wait list for a while now of those industries that are already locked out in both groups. And so we have come to a point where we are just about to a total to where we can actually expand and offer a 3rd Leads group here at the chamber. So we're hopeful to have that all finalized and promoted out to our members before the end of first quarter. So stay tuned. And if you want to have a seat at the table, I highly encourage you to reach out to us and we'll get you the application to lock out your competition.
Well,
and it's free to members. I think that's the most important value, because I know there's other networking programs out there. This is something that was developed to be very cost friendly, especially to our small businesses. So the only requirement is you have to be a member of the Camdenton Area Chamber of Commerce. And there is a commitment level. We do expect you to attend each month. We're not asking you to do it every week and requiring you to have additional meetings outside of that. We want to see at least once a month. You are allowed a few absences per year. And again, it's been really great to see that grow over the last 3 years.
Well, the Veteran Discount Guide has picked up advertisers, friends, and for me, somebody who hasn't done sales before and was starting a new business, pitching your business to other business people and getting feedback on that, and it gets your elevator speech down, it gets your sales pitch down. It really helps with that. And I just felt more confident going out and talking to potential clients after meeting with the leads group. They give you information about, cut this out or add this, or just little things like swag and what's the best stuff that works for a business, and, times to see people, just all that basic stuff. And people are really willing to give their time and their ideas to you. So the leads
It's
group, I
almost like group
highly, highly
therapy.
recommend. Oh,
Yeah, it's like
it
it's
is.
like a business therapy group too. Like you'll hear the closer you get, you'll hear folks sharing war stories almost, like, all right, I made this mistake as a business owner, don't do this. And so it's
Yeah.
just really cool to see that advisory also happening within the groups.
Well, we're excited about 2025 for the leads group, and adding that new one is the new date is. I think it's going to be smart. I think you may end up having the leads group filled through the whole month before this is all said and done. All right, well, we're excited about 2025. It looks like Camdenton area chamber chat is in the books. Is there one more thing, two more things that you're excited about that you want to get out there? We want to make sure that everybody knows to get the website, and we also have some new members that have joined. We want to thank those folks for coming on board the Camdenton area chamber.
Yes, absolutely. We do like to give our new members some love. We usually do that in our weekly e-blast, but thought if this is going to be a monthly podcast, why not highlight them here too? So we just in this 2025, not even done with the first month, we've already welcomed 6 new members to the Camdenton Chamber and wanted to share those with you. We've got DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, All Around Movers, Bart Schulte Wealth Management, Cloak Custom Homes, Serenity Storage, and LOZ Sports Training. So variety of industries. We're really excited for that.
Well, it's a lot of bang for your buck, and thanks to you and the rest of the board members for making it easy to join and to participate. And I'm really excited about the chamber chat and get this information out to members and potential members for the next year. Super excited. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Casey.
Well, thank you, Jeff. I enjoyed my time with you. We've got some history, usually on radio, so we've never had to worry about video. So bear with us, folks. Bear with us. But really excited to roll out this new platform and be able to highlight to our members and potential future members of what we can do to support you, and knowing that it's a genuine desire to see you grow and see you succeed.
All right. Till next month, have a fantastic January, February, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds great. Thanks, Jeff.